What I put on a plate for my kid with prader-willi syndrome at a Chinese buffet. Hard-boiled egg, dill pickles, bean sprouts because he thinks they're noodles, green beans, sautéed mushrooms, shrimp if it's in a butter sauce, baked fish, crab meat, a piece of sushi, but he really wants the pickled ginger. Sometimes we'll get something from the fried section, and he gets fruit for dessert. I make sure to check everything to make sure there's no hidden sweetness, and always bring a backup veggie pouch just in case.
I get questions like this all the time, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video to talk all about it. My son has something called prader-willi syndrome, which is where the 15th chromosome doesn't copy over correctly at conception. This condition is pretty rare, and it happens in about 1 in every 20,000 births, and it's not hereditary, so it's completely up to chance. Prader-Willi comes with a wide variety of symptoms and severity, so no two individuals are exactly the same. Some of the most common issues include low muscle tone, poor temperature regulation, growth hormone deficiency, and a low metabolism. Now, the scariest symptom of all is something called hyperphagia. This is where the part of your brain that communicates with your stomach as far as how hungry or full you are stops working. So your brain is stuck thinking that you are literally starving. Individuals with hyperphagia often require safeguards, such as locking up the kitchen, locking up the refrigerator or trash cans, because their brain is telling them they're starving, so they can literally eat until their stomach rupture, which can be deadly. In addition, since those with Prader-Willi syndrome have a slow metabolism, they are much more prone to conditions such as obesity and diabetes. This is why if you see videos of parents or caregivers to those with Prader-Willi syndrome online, they are usually talking about the strict diet that they have to maintain. And one of the key features that you'll see in a lot of Prader-Willi diets is the restriction of sugar. Sugar already lights up all those parts of our brain that increase appetite, and it is even more so that in the brains of individuals with Prader-Willi syndrome. So why talk about this online? Well, there's currently no treatment for hyperphagia, but there are some doctors and researchers that are working on a medication. And the thing that helps get medication from the research stage to in the actual hands of patients is research funding. And research funding depends a lot on awareness. So my son's quality of life depends a lot on if people know about Prader-Willi syndrome. And that being said, if you're looking for a charity to donate to, please consider the Foundation for Prader-Willi Research.
That was so informative. I've never in my life heard of Prader-Willi syndrome. And like even she said then, like it's a condition that a disability that nobody really knows about. It's a disease as well, so there's very little research. There's obviously, like she said, there's a few, and that's just the only way they can get this medication is from people knowing about it. And like she said, that there were so many side effects then and conditions a part of this disease that I would never have put two and two together. Like I know someone who has a similar condition of that, but she doesn't have that syndrome. But that's insane. And it's really hard to see when a child is like, grown up with this sort of disease, and the mum has to, really advocate what's going on and raise awareness, and it must be really difficult for her as well. I'm 100% sure on that, because just her even telling us all about that, like watching that, her relaying all the information, she was so good, like really factually correct. She knew what she was saying, she knew how to relay it on to other people, and watching that I now know everything about it. Not everything obviously, but like I know the basics of it for me to go home later and be like, oh my god, there's this disease I've never heard of and there's a charity, and I'm always looking for charities to donate to. I always donate to Mind when I can. Like if I'm in a shop and I see like a Mind pot, I put money in there. But if there's stuff like this, I obviously will do good research. But she was amazing telling that. She was incredible. And loads of people commenting, this is a great video, I never knew what it was, thank you so much for informing me, it was so inspiring, well explained, and her baby was so cute. He was so clever as well. But leaving stuff like locking the fridge and the cabinets and like that, it must be really tough, because as a mother you must feel like you're starving your child, but you're not. You're basically stopping them from overeating and basically damaging their stomach. But still doing it, you must feel horrific. But it's stuff like that needs to be done, medication needs to be given out to help people.